Hey everyone, this is going to be a review on the Laura Mercier foundation primer, the mineral one, and the Laura Mercier mineral powder, which is their mineral foundation with SPF 15. So I'm going to review these two products together. First of all, I apply these products by, obviously first I apply the mineral primer, and I just use my fingers to smooth it onto my face, my entire face. And what this does is it's supposed to provide like a smooth base for the application of your mineral powder. And what's unique about this primer is that it dries to a powder finish, even though it is a liquid. There you go. So the liquid is a white liquid, but once you rub it in, it's clear and you can't see it. And so it dries to a powder finish, and that makes it ideal for the application of the mineral foundation on top, which is also a powder, because if you were to use a liquid or cream primer and then you proceed to put your powder, your foundation on top, it could come out really streaky or blotchy or uneven. So that's why this is perfect for the application of mineral foundation, powder foundation. So, okay, this is the powder foundation, and it comes in a tub like this with, how big is this? 9.6 grams or 0.34 ounces. Let me just open it up. I've kind of accidentally shook too much out of the holes, so there's the powder itself. And here you have one half with the holes for the powder to come out, and then you can twist it around so that this side covers the holes so your powder won't come out. But this is what the powder looks like. I'm in the shade Natural Beige, which is about a MAC NC30, because that's what I am in MAC. This powder is extremely finely milled and soft, and it feels almost buttery when you apply it to your face. It's just really, really smooth, and it's really buildable. So if you want a sheer coverage, just use less of it. If you want more coverage, you know, just keep layering on. Don't like pile on in one go. So like use a kabuki brush like this. I use the Bobbi Brown one, which I wouldn't recommend because it sheds like crazy. But what you do is you tap some powder onto the lid, and then you dab your kabuki brush in it and swirl it around, and then you just buff it onto your face like that in circular motions. So if you want to layer it, just put more powder onto your brush, swirl it around again, and just apply it on top and keep buffing into your skin. And you can reach almost a full coverage with this stuff. But I still use a concealer because I'd rather not waste as much powder. The great thing about this, another pro, is that no matter how many layers you apply, it won't look cakey. So, okay, on its own, this is great, but if you have oily skin, it won't last that long on your skin. I'd say in maybe a few hours, it'll start wearing off because of your oils, and your skin will look really oily. So that's why if you have oily skin, this is a must, the primer, the mineral primer, because it keeps the foundation on for longer, and it also helps to control my oil a bit, so that even if I wear the foundation for over 12 hours, which I did yesterday, my skin didn't look oily at all, and it was almost just as nice as when I first applied my foundation. So I highly recommend this. I think this was about £22, and the foundation was about £25. I'm not sure about the exact price in the UK, but let me try working this out. Is it £25? It was like 300 Hong Kong dollars. So no, it's less. It's about £23, and the primer is about £20, I believe. So together they are amazing for oily skin. For dry skin, this may not be like a must for you, the primer, but I don't know. it helps. It might help your foundation stay on your face longer, even if you don't need that oil control. So what I did was I first got this foundation because I didn't have enough to buy the primer, and I tried it without the primer and I realized how much better it would be with the primer. So that's something you could do if you have dry skin. You could go with the foundation first, and if you're not satisfied with the wearability of it, you can try it with the primer, and maybe you can get a little sample first. Yeah, so what I do is first I apply the primer, and then it pretty much dries to a powder finish automatic, like instantly, so I don't have to wait until I apply my foundation. So then I apply this over it, just like a sheer layer, and then I use my MAC Studio Sculpt concealer in NC30, and I just dab that onto areas that need more coverage, like my cheeks where I have acne scarring, forehead has a bit of scarring as well, and my chin, and then around my nose. So after my concealer, I go back in with the mineral foundation and I apply 1 or 2 more layers on top, and that provides this flawless coverage that you can see here. Yeah, so that's my little review of the Laura Mercier Mineral Foundation Primer. And oh, and this is 50 milliliters, but if you look at it in the light, it only really comes up to there, so it's probably like 30 something milliliters, which is a bit cheeky of them, but I mean, this will still last you a long time because you don't need that much every day. And yeah, that was the Laura Mercier Mineral Powder in SPF 15. My color is Natural Beige, which is roundabout max NC30. And yeah, I hope that was helpful. In other news, what time is it? Okay. Sorry if that's annoying. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the foundation is that my one complaint is that when I start sweating, my face gets itchy. I'm not sure why that happens. I don't think it's an allergic reaction, because otherwise I would be itchy regardless of whether I'm sweating. So I don't know if it's because my sweat is reacting to an ingredient in this, but I don't know. If you guys know why that happens, then please let me know, because I want to know if that means it's bad for my skin or something. So yeah, anyway, today I went to MAC, and basically I'm calling off the spending ban. I don't think it was ever on to begin with, because I've bought things like at least like 4 times this month when it was supposed to go on the entire June. But I went to MAC and I was just intending to browse, but obviously that didn't work out and I had to leave with something. So I got the eyeshadow in Sumptuous Olive, which is this beautiful olive color, and it's a Velux Pearl. I didn't even realize until I got home and I looked at the back and I was like, oh, that's amazing, I love Velux Pearls. But anyway, it's sort of like a golden olive color, and that's what it looks like. How gorgeous is that? Like, that is so gorgeous. I've always looked at it at counters, but I never took the plunge because I wasn't sure whether greens would look good on me. But I have brown eyes, so it should complement them nicely. And the makeup artist applied it onto the inner corners here. And I already had my Dior eyeshadow on, which is sort of like a taupe color. And it looks really nice together. I think it really works with the taupe. So yeah, she recommended using it in the inner corner, I guess because it is quite shimmery and quite a light green color. But I'm also planning to use it as a all over wash. And then I also got the tinted lip conditioner in Petting Pink, which is this color. I love the little container. It has SPF 15 in it, and that's the color. But when you apply it, it's really sheer. It just gives you a hint of color. So it's this really pretty pink color that it gives your lips. I haven't tried it on my lips yet, but because I'm wearing lipstick right now, I have blankety on. But it's really smooth, and I love the way it smells. It smells like vanilla frosting or like vanilla cupcakes. It's absolutely gorgeous. So they were both about £10. I believe in the UK the eyeshadows are £11, but here in Hong Kong they're like £10, which is awesome. So I have like 10 of these MAC single eyeshadows now, and I'm wondering if I should just get an eyeshadow palette and depot all of them, or get like a few the quad palettes and depot them that way so that they're easier to travel with as opposed to one huge like 15-pan palette. And also I don't have like a straightening iron or anything, so I don't know how I would go about depotting these. If you have any ideas, let me know, and let me know if you prefer your eyeshadows like in the pots or depotted and put into palettes. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope the review was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!